And it is, of course, a large-scale organised crime internationally.
Go, 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 go.
My artist boundary.
That was fun. Hello, I'm Margaret.
And I'm Russ.
And we're with Michaela.
Join our adventure to save Africa's wildlife.
Well, we're pretty excited.
We're going to see rhino babies.
We get to go to the Rhino Orphanage. We were bringing Patrick with Rhino Revolution a donation for his Rhino Orphanage. And he said, you know, the orphanage is not open to the public, but if you'd like to take the donation out there yourself and deliver it to Natalie, that would be fine.
I haven't been able to get her to stop smiling since she said
We want to be able to rear them and get them back to the wild where they belong.
You don't want to use it as a tourist attraction.
No, not at all.
Rhino Revolution was born out of frustration.
There currently is a huge need in this area for a good facility to care for calves.
The poaching victims suffer very badly with post-traumatic stress. So once they've stabilised, we have them regularly drinking, we're happy that they're not going to come, any other conditions are not going to develop, and that we feel that they're not going to make the other calves poorly, then we introduce them in with the other calves. And then from that, they make a bond very quickly. They're very social and affectionate. Yeah.
Is that true for both the white rhino and the black rhino?
As babies, yes. So rhino, black rhino are less social than white rhino. You see them more in groups and things in the wild, even as adults. A mummy with a small baby, white rhino, would keep her baby away because she doesn't want it to be injured. When they're small, they run to us because milk, mummy, carer. So yeah, they bond very tightly. But our aim is to get them back to the wild and for them to interact. As they stabilise, we start to withdraw our contact to a point, like we still feed them every day, we see them every day, make sure they're medically healthy, we have to keep a level of contact. But on a day-to-day sitting with them all day long, that stops once we bond them with the calves. And then they do rhino things. They're fun and mindful. Yeah, that's it. This is the first stage of rehabilitation. So this is for small animals that require high-intensity care, monitoring, security and milk. Once we get them to the stage where they have finished their milk, so 18 months white rhinos are weaned, 16 for the blacks. But we keep them until this, maybe a few months after they're weaned, and then the plan is to move them on to a stage 2. So stage 2 of rehabilitation, we are busy fundraising for that in a minute, else we would have already sent some of our calves. So we're going to have like a 50-hectare release camp, which will then have double security fencing, high level of security around it, and then we'll move the calves into that area. In that area, they can't have contact, they've still got some growing to do. They'll stay in there for like till they're 3 or 5 years old. Depends how quickly they sort of adjust. But then there'll be no more contact with humans, as in the mothers. So we'll withdraw that. Everything will be done from a distance. Obviously it's a camped area, so in winter you'll have to make sure they have water, make sure they have food. But it's a large area, so there'll be no more coming inside to sleep, there'll be no more man-made shelters, there'll be no more filling up the mud wallow in the middle of winter. They'll then start to feel the process
Off the seasons. And
as well as being monitored still, so we can intervene if there's a problem. And then only once we get to their adult size, in which they'd be happy to be able to take a few knocks by an adult animal, then would we release them. Because their mother looks after them for a very long time. So minimum you couldn't really release a calf till when it's naturally its mother would, which would be 3 years old.
Right. Otherwise it may...
There's a reason it stays with its mother for that long.
So it gets protected.
Yeah, you must always with rehabilitation stick as closely to what Mother Nature does, because there's a reason that everything happens.
How much do you have to fundraise for this thing?
It's the security seat. That's what the cost is, really, more than anything else. So, I mean, it's at least 250,000. It's 20,000 a month when a calf is fully on milk, on the highest volumes that we give, without having any medical cost each per calf. But when they first arrive, they have a drug which because they stress quite badly, so they overproduce acid when they stress, and that can give them ulcers and can actually kill them. So that drug is very expensive, but we put them on that for their own gut protection while they're settling in with us.
So that is expensive. Security is even more expensive.
Yes, because of course it's armed people. We have a rapid response unit, that will come, and then we also have feet on the ground as well, and CCTV and various other things that we don't disclose.
Of course,
But
yes, you've got it.
yeah, we've got lots. So it is a lot of what you don't even, people don't see it because we don't want them to see it. There's a lot of things. There's a
Well, I think
lot of security.
again, it's from a fundraising point of view, and from a for people who want to be donors to understand, is to realize just that a lot of the cost is actually the protection of these
Yes.
poor animals.
Because unfortunately they are being targeted in the facilities.
That is so
So
sad.
we've had a number of events at
That is so sad.
facilities, where they've gone in, attacked, killed calves that have been gone through the whole rehabilitation process, and they've gone, and there's some that have been treated. There was a couple before an orphanage was attacked that had done the full process. Both of them were still alive because they don't always kill them, and won't cut their faces off. Unfortunately, one of the calves passed, the other one's still alive and still receiving surgical treatment, but will need treatment with the vets for another year of needing daily treatments after already going through the trauma of losing its mother, seeing that happen, be rehabilitated, and the same happens again.
Well, it just shows just how important security is.
It's just an ongoing problem.
And how important security is for your facility.
Yeah.
That these animals, as well as you,
Yeah.
and the people who are working here, are
Yeah.
protected.
Yeah, we do have to take as one of our other measures is we have just decided we were dehorning our calves before they were going to stage 2 anyway, but we've taken measures because of the escalation in violence against staff and killing of orphans. We actually have dehorned all of our rhinos now. Unfortunately though, these are not people who are uneducated or poor of funding or technology. They are very well equipped. It's syndicate crime. It's not just local people that are hard up, that don't have access to technology and information and money. This is organised crime now. So released, but it's a difficult process because she is a big place of people now. So we need to kind of force her with a zebra sheep. I think we'll just we'll go towards stage 2. That'll be another 10,000 closer.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Imagine what it takes to protect a few little baby rhinos. They actually are targets. People coming.
Yeah, it is crazy, and it's marvelous that they're willing to work so hard and put themselves really at risk nowadays, unfortunately, with what's all going on. Care to help? Click the link below to make a donation. Thank you.